All right, so I wrote it down. If you want to write it down as well, so if you are going through this and you're moving at a different pace than everybody else, you can move ahead. So it's 5 rounds. This is actually something I found out there. I think it's called Durante. Am I saying that right? It's an actual core workout that's out there in the universe. Okay, so it's 5 rounds of 10 hollow rocks. I'll give some scales for all of these and demonstrate them as well. So 10 hollow rocks, 10 V-ups. We can scale those to the alternating V-ups with one leg, or we could scale to tuck-ups there. And then we have 10 tuck-ups. So if you're scaling to tuck-ups on the first one instead of V-ups, I would have you scale to sit-ups here, okay? Then you go into a 10-second hollow hold. So the number really is there 10 on each of those. I would rather have you scale the movement rather than the reps. So scale the movement first, and then you're gonna rest 1 minute between each round. Okay, so it's 5 rounds of that. Okay, so if you want to write it down real quick. I'm gonna have you do a little bit of stretching, and then I'll demonstrate these, and we'll try a couple reps to see how it feels, and then we'll get going. Okay, so I'm gonna take this down. Any questions on that right away? Okay, so we're just gonna start with just a real quick, just like down dog, up dog, just to get kind of a little bit of blood flowing because you're sitting. So I want you to go into the down dog. So if you're not familiar with the down dog, just like a pike position, hips up. Yeah, you can pedal out your legs and try an up dog. Your chest up, tuck your toes under. Okay, and just go back and forth a couple times each. Just getting that body moving a little bit. If the up dog doesn't feel good to you, you could also do like a cat and a cow if you want to make it a little bit less intense. On your next down dog, go ahead and walk your hands back to your feet, a little hamstring stretch, and then curl all the way up. Good. All right. So I'm going to go through each of these movements, and then I'll show you some options there as well if you want to scale these. So the first one is a hollow rock. So you're moving up and down, kind of like a boat with this one. So if I was kneeling on the ground, I'd be here, have my arms by my ears, and I'm going to rock back and forth, trying to smooth out that belly so I'm not flopping back and forth. You can also bring the arms down, knees in, one knee, okay, and try rocking here. Okay, I know another option too, if you want to rock, it's just kind of like keep moving in this hollow position. That is fine there as well. So that's the first one. Why don't we just go ahead and try a couple reps and see how that feels for you, okay? So again, lay down, establish that hollow position, okay? Push that belly down, ribs down, squeeze your butt, and then you can do some rocks. So back and forth, okay, up and down is 1 rep. Okay? If you feel like you're clunking your low back, try bending your knees in first, 1 or maybe both. Okay. So from there, we're gonna go into 10 V-ups. Okay, so your V-ups, you're gonna be laying flat, and then you're going to fold yourself like a piece of paper. Okay, so it'll be here, all the way down, all the way up. Try to touch your toes. If you need to get a little knee bend, that's fine. A good scale is also this alternating one here. Okay, allows for a little bit, if you're a little tighter in the hamstrings, V-ups can sometimes be a little bit tricky. So I think the alternating one helps with that. So go ahead and try just like 2 or 3. I mean, I don't want to burn you out before we get into the workout, but I just want you to try it. So if we need any scales, I can give you those, okay? So this is the one, so the hollow rocks, you'll be rocking back and forth. And then with the V-ups, you're gonna go all the way to the ground and then touch your toes, okay? Then your tuck-ups. Okay, so this one, now you are gonna bend your knees. You're gonna hug your knees into your chest. So your tuck-ups will be again on the ground. You're gonna pull your knees into your chest and back. You can scale these. I like scaling them with my hands behind my hips, and then I go out and in. So you have a little bit of support back there. You can also scale these to just regular sit-ups, okay? So 2 or 3 reps here, okay? So we're gonna go 2 or 3 tuck ups. So pull those knees into your chest, do your best, okay, and then lay flat back, okay? So again, scaling that to sit-ups or with your hands behind your hips. Okay, then we go into a 10-second hollow hold. Okay, so I just want you to get in there and hold it for like 5 seconds. It's not a super long time, so I want you to challenge yourself here, but I also want you to find a good position. So I don't want that low back starting to pop off the ground. So if you feel that, I want you to pull one or both knees in. Okay, you can also bring those arms down by your sides or even behind your head to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so go ahead and lay down. It's just like the hollow rock, except you're not moving. Okay, squeeze your butt, push those bellies down. Okay, hold for a few seconds and then rest. So if you find yourself starting to lose it in the low back, what I mean by that is like the low back starts to lift off the ground and you feel some tension in your back. Okay, scale by bringing one knee or both knees in and try to hold that whole 10 seconds before you rest. So again, it goes, does anybody want to see the whiteboard again? Are we okay? So it's 5 rounds of 10 hollow rocks, 10 V-ups or the alternating V-ups if you're scaling, 10 tuck-ups or scaling to sit-ups, and then a 10-second hollow hold, okay? Then you rest a minute, okay? So it's a big minute rest, so you should feel like when you get back to the beginning, okay, you can knock it out pretty hard. So I want you working through those pretty quickly, okay, but for quality reps, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I feel like I should start the timer, even though I probably don't need to. If you wanna start a timer for yourself, I will start one just if you wanna ask me kind of where you're at, but you might wanna start a timer so that you know how long you need to rest in that 1 minute. And on your 10-second hold, you can count like 1 buns and guns, 2 buns and guns, okay, if you want to there, to keep track of time. Okay, I'll help remind you what's coming next as well. Is everybody ready? Thumbs up, okay. Let's get rocking and rolling, no pun intended, no hollow rocks. All right, so let's go in 10 seconds if you want to start your timer with mine. So you're starting with, oh, I lost Michelle. So you're starting with the 10 hollow rocks. 2, 1, oh, there you are. So who did I lose? Jen, I lost Jen. Okay, so smooth that low back. Good. Okay, keep those arms by your ears. So you're not using those arms as momentum. Okay, and then you go into those 10 V-ups. So if you can, try to fold yourself in half and bring your toes towards your fingers. Modify to tuck-ups or alternating V-ups. If you're doing alternating V-ups, I want you to get 5 each side. Hi, Jen. Welcome back. We're like not even a minute in, so go ahead and join wherever you left off. Okay, so after your tuck-ups, okay, again, you scale those to sit-ups, you go into that 10-second hold. And try to go right into it, curl your shoulders up off the floor, and look at your belly, pull those ribs in. Okay, and then I want you to rest. Okay, so you're resting a minute. We're gonna do that 4 more times for a total of 5. Okay, so on your rest, if you wanna get a little stretching, if you wanna lay in your back and get like a pigeon pose, where you're crossing your ankle over your thigh, or if you wanna do some spine stretches, kind of keep an eye on the time. I think some of you have been resting for about 20 seconds. So you should feel like you get a little break for that core so you can get back into it and work pretty hard. All right, so I think some of you are getting back to that minute. Okay, so remember you're gonna start off with those 10 hollow rocks. Again, 10 hollow rocks. There you go, Michelle. Nice job. There you go. Keep pushing that low back into the floor. Nice job, Heather. So if those feel too easy for you, I want you to try to lift your shoulders up off the floor a little bit more. And try to like, yeah, pull your shoulder up towards your toes on the V-ups. Hi, Kinsley. Nice job, Kristen. You can see you every time you come up and touch your toes. Hey, nice job, ladies. Keep breathing your way through it. Building that rock solid core. And work really hard on that hollow hold at the end. So as we get further into this workout, a second round, as we get a little further, that 1 minute rest is gonna feel really good.
Is anybody else dying as much as I am? My core is like on fire. I'm dying.
So much.
Ooh, Kinsley's like, are those hard, Mom? I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Thank goodness for that 1 minute rest.
She's
You're like, oh, it's only 10 of you. Like a 10-second hollow hold at the end. Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's a really long 10 seconds, I will tell you that. Whew.
It's on those hollow rocks. Think about smoothing out that low back. You shouldn't feel yourself like clunk, 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 clunk. If you do, I want you to pull like one knee in or both knees in so that you can smooth out your low back. I can't see if you're clunking, but you should feel it if you are. Job, ladies. Moving 1 rep at a time. And we're getting past that halfway mark. Abs on fire, for sure. Nice job, Jen. Come on, girl. Working on that core strength to get those muscles.
They're all like flying through it. I'm literally dying rep after rep over here. What am I doing wrong?
Well, you also, we lost you there for a second, so they're a little ahead of you time-wise. Nice job, Michelle. 2 rounds left, right? Yeah. Over halfway. Woo! I love it when I can see Kristen pop up. And you're like, oh my. It's a good burn. I like this sort of burn, that core burn.
Yeah, I can get through like 2 or 3 and then I'm like dying.
So modify, pull those knees in as you need to for those. Which ones are the hardest? All of them or particular?
Those V-ups.
The V-ups? Oh, I could see you touch your toes every single time. So that's good.
Trying.
Should be hard. We don't get stronger by staying in our comfort zone. And if you're moving through this and you're getting mad at me for how hard it is, okay, this is an actual workout that's written. I can't take credit for this one. This would be a good one that you write down, and then you can do this again, retest yourself in a couple weeks or even a week. Do this one again. Nice job, Heather. You got it. Woo! And give yourself a little stretch there as you wait for the last round. Hi. Job, ladies. Strengthening that core, doing this kind of stuff is going to help us with a lot of stuff in and outside of the gym. Keeping our back safe. Helping with some of those lifting movements. Come on, Jen, hold it. There you go. Breathe. Make sure as you're going through this that you're not holding your breath. It's really easy to hold your breath and stuff like this when it gets hard. So do your best to find somewhere to breathe. Okay, and tackle that last round. Quality movements. You could put her on your legs. You could do like airplane, Heather. She's like, you're on the floor, you want to hug, right,
Heather?
Mom?
Heather, my challenge to you on this next round, Heather, of your alternating V-ups is to go like this. Come all the way up onto your tailbone. That's my challenge to you, because I know that you want me to challenge you.
I want to challenge you.
She's asked me for challenges before, guys. I'm not just picking on her.
I want.
Then Kinsley just goes, yeah, Mom, I'm going to challenge you. You need to do the V-ups while I lay on your tummy.
Woo! Looks like we've got some kids in on the action. That's awesome. Maybe don't sit on Mom's stomach. Nice job, Michelle. Keep holding. Aaron, lift your shoulders up off the floor. Atta girl. Nice job, Kristen. Keep on moving through those. Big breath in, then exhale and touch the toes. There you go. You drive those arms up towards your toes. There it is, Heather. Nice job. One at a time. Good job, Jen. As you come back into that, from that tuck, make sure you're coming back to that hollow hold. Michelle, you done? Great job. Nice job, Heather. Finish her off. There we go. You can do it. Curl up, hold, squeeze. Nice job, Kristen. You done? Awesome. Nice job, ladies. Why don't you do a little stretching through your core? We'll finish with a little, some butt exercises. So I won't give you any more core, but if you want to do some up dogs, down dogs like we did at the beginning, or if you want to keep it more gentle, do like a cat and cow just to stretch out that core. Or you could lay down on the ground with your face up towards the ceiling and just like reach your arms overhead. Give yourself a big body stretch. Okay, so the last little piece of today, I want to leave you with a little butt exercises. So we're gonna go 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're gonna go through 3 movements. So we'll go side clam. Okay, I'll demonstrate this here in just a second. We'll go side clam on the right. Then we'll go on our stomach. We're gonna do butterfly heel lifts. We'll go on to our other side and we'll do side clams on that other side. Okay, and then we'll rotate back to the other side to go back to the clams. And we'll do that 3 times through. I'll show this so it makes more sense. So the clams will be right here. We're trying to target the outside of our butt. Okay, so you're gonna prop yourself up on your forearm, or if you want to, down on your shoulder, but make sure that you're kind of keeping that bottom side lifted, so you're not just relaxed, keep that engaged. You want your heels in line with your butt, and you're going to open your top knee towards the ceiling and squeeze your heels together. The more you squeeze your heels, this is my tip to you, the more you're gonna feel it in your butt, okay? So you're gonna lift up and down on that side, then you'll turn over. You guys see me? And then you'll turn over onto your stomach and you're gonna do butterfly heel lifts. So your knees are gonna be bent, your hands stacked up on the floor. I'm not gonna do that just so you can hear me. I'm not tucking to the ground. Just squeeze your heels and you're gonna lift up. Okay, so you might not really see me moving a lot, but I wanna keep my belly tight. My knees are bent and I'm lifting my heels and you're really gonna feel the back of your butt, okay? Then you're gonna go ahead and turn onto the other side and you're gonna do the side clams on the left. Okay, we're gonna do 3 of each. Okay, 20 seconds where we work, 10 seconds where we transition. Okay, we're gonna get right into it. Are there any questions on that? Okay, I'll help give you some tips as we're in that. We're not gonna do a little practice round. We're just gonna hop right into it so that we can finish before the end of class. Okay, so I will start my timer for this one and I will let you know when to transition. So go ahead and start on your right side. Okay, you can be propped up on your elbow or down on your hand, whatever more comfy, but I want you to pull your ribs off of the floor. Okay, you should look down at your heels. Heels should be in line with your butt. Okay, and when we go into this, you're gonna keep those heels together, but lift the top knee up towards the ceiling. You should feel it in the side of your butt. Okay, we're gonna start in 10 seconds. 8, 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. So 20 seconds here. Squeeze those heels, push down into that elbow and reach the shoulder out of your ear. Okay, give that about a little squeeze at the top. All right, 5 seconds, 2, 1, and turn onto your stomach. We're gonna go into those butterfly heel lifts. So you can stack your hands so you have a pillow for your forehead, okay? And go ahead. So you're gonna kick your heels together. Make sure your heels are together, the insides of your heels. And you're gonna push your heels straight up to the ceiling and straight back down. You're not gonna move a lot, okay? But I want you to keep your belly tight so you're not arching through that low back as you're lifting. 2, 1, rest. Over onto your other side, we're gonna go into side clams on the opposite side. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so you wanna have your hips stacked, knees stacked, again, heels in line with your butt, so your knees are bent. Okay, squeeze those heels, lift that knee, really squeeze the heels as that knee is lifted. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're gonna go back onto your stomach. 3, 2, 1, and go. Lift and squeeze. Good. Feel those booties as you lift those heels, like you're gonna punch the heels straight up through the ceiling. 2, 1, rest. We're gonna go over to the other side. Okay, so should be on the first side. 2, 1, and go. Good. Really feel that side butt. You're halfway done with this one. Okay, keep pulling that bottom waist off of the floor. And rest. Let's go back onto your stomach. 3, 2, 1, and go. Pull that belly in. Squeeze those inner heels together. 10 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, over to the other side. 2, 1, and go. Okay. Nice job, ladies. Embrace that burn. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, back onto your stomach. And then we've got one more on each side. 2, 1, and go. And make sure you're breathing through this. Keep moving through. I know it's a small movement, but it should be a nice deep burn. Heather's daughter wants to ride on her feet. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're gonna go back to the first side. Just gonna get one more of each. 2, 1, and go. Gotta go, Michelle. Thanks for joining us today. Great job today. See you again on Thursday. Three, 2, 1, and switch. Okay, last time on your stomach, we'll finish with one last round on the other side. And go. Good job, ladies. Keep moving through those. Three, 2, 1, and go. Okay, rest, and then we're gonna go onto the other side one last time. Okay, so this is your last 20 seconds of work. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, hold for a second at the top, that knee lifted. Keep pushing those heels together. Keep that bottom waist lifted. 5, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job. Nice little butt afterburner after that. I would highly suggest doing some pigeon stretches. Do you all know what that one is? What we'll do is we'll meet up the screen. We'll finish with our virtual fist bump. And then if you have some time, I would do some pigeon stretches or some sort of hip stretch. All right. Let's finish with the fist bump. Nice job, ladies. Thanks for joining me today.
Good to see you guys.
You too. Thanks, Steph.
Good job, Heather. Good job, Kristen. Have a great afternoon.
You too.
I texted you. I think she has to enter her goals in MyFitnessPal. I'm sorry.